Didn't expect to see open! Everybody needs to eat. Aye! You're not the only one.
Oakfield is among the lushest regions of Albion. It owes its fertility to the extraordinary golden oak, which lives for only a few decades before producing a single golden acorn. The monks of the Temple of Light will plant this acorn, and as the tree is reborn, so are all the lands and farms around. The abbot is quite nervous about this year's ritual. See what you can find out.
Father, the sacred texts clearly say that only 2 monks may enter the cave, no one else. Ahem.
Ah, hello there, my child. I wonder... Brothers, leave us. Let me take a look at you for a moment.
What would you like today?
Heathen.
I suppose danger is not everyone's cup of tea. You look imposing, all right, but I can't entrust our community's survival to a complete stranger. Perhaps if you built up a reputation, I'd be more inclined to trust you. Yes. Rookridge has been having a horrible time with bandits
it's expensive
lately.
for a reason. It's
Why
the
don't you go
best.
to the tavern and see if you can do anything about them? That would be a good start.
We'll be going bankrupt if things don't pick up.
The blessing must
Maybe
go
we
forward
can do
if you're to find a
special
pilgrim.
offer for you.
You must gain the abbot's favor. Perhaps you can find a way to impress him in the town. Use your map to see where quests and jobs are.
There you go. Cat. Aren't you a good dog?
Cheers!
The trees of Albion aren't safe with you around. You're one hell of a woodcutter.
Looking splendid.
Oakfield is among the lushest regions of Albion. It owes its fertility to the extraordinary golden oak, which lives for only a few decades before producing a single golden acorn. The monks of the Temple of Light will plant this acorn, and as the tree is reborn, so are all the lands and farms around. The abbot is quite nervous about this year's ritual. See what you can find out.
Well, wrap me in pigskin and call me a sausage. Look who it is! It's me! Barnum from Bowerstone, remember? You helped me with my picture-taking business. Not that it ever took off. Still gan-plussled about that one. Yes, those were good times. Most of them. Well, some. Look at you now! All grown up! A proper adventurer, too! I bet that sister of yours is very proud. Me, I'm in a bit of a custard right now, and it was all going so well. I made the deal of the century just the other day. This wonderfully strange fella sold me the bridge in Rookridge. Cost me every last piece of gold I had, but a thing like that pays for itself, what with all the trade tolls and everything. Only now, the bally thing's fallen to pieces, and no one can get close enough to reconstructify it. Bandits, you see. Bunch of sprockless rotters. Probably saw 'em on your way here. Keep popping up all over the place, they do. You couldn't give them a proper seeing to, could you? For old time's sakes? Oh, I'd be positively ambidextrous if you would. You could even have me old thesaurus. I know it by heart now, anyway. So you'll get rid of all the bandits in Rookridge? Wondrous! I knew I could count on you, old friend.
Shop.
Please be careful, though. These villains are a dangerous lot.
I never thought I'd be one of those people who... Father, the sacred texts clearly say that only 2 monks may enter the cave. No one else.
Ah, hello there, my child. I wonder... Brothers, leave us. Let me take a look at you for a moment.
Heathen.
Quite impressive, but... No, I think not. You look imposing, all right, but I can't entrust our community's survival to a complete stranger. Perhaps if you built up a reputation, I'd be more inclined to trust you. Yes. Rookridge has been having a horrible time with bandits lately. Why don't you go to the tavern and see if you can do anything about them? That would be a good start.
Your map can give you information about regions, points of interest, and much more. I suggest you look at the blessing must go forward if you're to find the pilgrim. You must gain the abbot's favor. Perhaps you can find a way to impress him in the town. Use your map to see where quests and jobs are. Your map can give you information about regions, points of interest,
Better
and much
tell the
more.
boss.
I suggest you look at your quests now.
Oh dear. How could this happen?
Yeah, good one. Oh,
Get him!
right. Have you?
Where? Wrap me in pigskin and call me a sausage. Look who it is! It's me! Barnum from Bowerstone, remember? You helped me with my picture-taking business. It never took off. Still damn plussled about that one. Oh, it wasn't your fault. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Lots of exciting ventures since then. Look at you now! All grown up!
Count your chickens yet.
A proper adventurer, too! I bet that sister of yours is very proud.
Hits and it's...
Me, I'm in a bit of a custard right now, and it was all going so well. I made the deal of the century just the other day. This wonderfully strange fella sold me the bridge in Rookridge. Cost me every last piece of gold I had, but a thing like that pays for itself, what with all the trade tolls and everything. Only now, the bally thing's fallen to pieces, and no one can get close enough to reconstructify it.
Why do you think they call me Gas?
Bandits, you see. Bunch of sprockless rotters. Probably saw 'em on your way here. Keep popping up all over the place, they do. You couldn't give them a proper seeing to, could you? For old time's sakes? Oh, I'd be positively ambidextrous if you would. You could even have me old thesaurus. I know it by heart anyway.
Get out of the firing line!
You?
I'm ruined if my bridge doesn't get rebuilt. It won't be the first time, I can tell you. So you'll get rid of all the bandits in Rookridge? Count on you, old friend.
He's behind something!
You just won your...
My favourite colour is doggy colour.
Thought you get no fang! I was... You're... Better tell.
Still there? You're wasting your time. You
I
drowsy
hope you like this place!
Rookridge is mine, you hear? I'll use your blood to take a side with my name.
Things like that.
Get her!
Nice hole. Maybe. This calls for some old fashioned. Yeah, shoot it while I stand over here. The real best of us we share the spoils with, I guess.
Don't even bother coming after me. I'm the fastest man in Albion.
Where did he get to?
Yeah, soak up all the bullets. That's right.
You think you're gonna catch me?
Your spell's
Why
up
do you think
your
they
ass.
call me Dash? Stupid! I could have run the garden before I was out of nappies. What chance have you got?
Keep your head down. Don't let...
Get lost, you damn dog!
Well done. Your actions continue to shape the world.
I think I'll chop you up piece by piece. I call dibs on his...
Still there? You're wasting your time. You drowsy slut. Rookridge is mine.
That goes against...
I'll use your blood to paint a sign with my name on it. Don't even bother coming after me. I'm the fastest man in Albion.
Ah, the hero returns! A stupendous success! Jolly well done! Of course, turns out those deeds weren't entirely genuine, so the toll thing isn't going to work out quite as planified. Still, at least it's not me who has to
Get lost,
rebuild the
you
bridge
damn
now.
dog.
Okay,
Don't
so
chase a
I
chain
might
of
be
suck-
broke, but I'll
Well done.
bounce back.
Your
Always
actions
do.
continue to shape the world.
Anyway, here's my trusty thesaurus, as promised. You never know when you'll be caught in a lexicological quandary.
Thanks to you, the way to Bowerstone is now open again. You're almost famous enough. A few people are whispering of your deeds, but that's not quite enough.
Fancy a game of...
Ah, the hero returns! A stupendous success! Jolly well done! Of course, turns out those deeds weren't entirely genuine, so the toll thing isn't going to work out quite as planified. Still, at least it's not me who has to rebuild the bridge now. Okay, so I might be broke, but I'll bounce back. Always do. Anyway, here's my trusty thesaurus, as promised. You never know when you'll be caught in a lexicological quandary.
With a few more deeds like that, the abbot will have no choice but to accept you as the escort. Thanks to you, the way to Bowerstone is now open again.
Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in joining the Temple of Shadows? That's the spirit! And may I say, you have a fine evil laugh. We're the fastest growing cult in Albion, you know. The entry requirements are quite simple. The temple insists all potential members perform an abominable act of nefarious evil. Now, of course, back when I joined, it was just kicking the crutches from disabled beggars.
But that's not quite enough.
But you'll have to eat 5 crunchy chicks. Ah, excellent. You have to swallow every last bit, you know.
With a few more
the feathers,
deeds like that,
the bones,
the abbot will have no choice but to accept you as the escort.
Oh, excuse me, please.
You! Let me take a good look at you. An adventurer! Why didn't I think of this before? Who better to encapsulate the struggle between brutal survival and
I can't believe you did that! It was still
and
alive!
remarkable physiognomy. I shall immortalize you at once.
That is the vilest thing I've ever seen. And this,
Our
coming
goal
from someone
is
who never
nothing
misses
less
Torture
than the
Tuesdays.
creation of life. To
Anyway,
Yes.
welcome to the temple.
technique is
You've earned your place
astounding.
among the shadows.
Fantastic! I hope you can sustain this performance. How perfectly statuesque! Keep it up! I have never seen such modelling. Just a bit longer. Oh, you have snatched a moment and... Oh, we are aiming for the extraordinary here. And you are giving me mundane. Never mind. It shall have to do. The world cannot wait for my work any longer. You can leave now. I must get started on the statue. I shall call it the Semiotics of Stillness. It should be ready next time you pass through, if it's a success.
It is now
Someday.
officially bedtime!
You've almost done it. I'm sure a little more renown will do the trick.
I'm sure you'll find something you like. Hope you enjoy it. I'm sure I could bring anything else you don't need. If you have anything else to sell, you know where to find me.
If you're going through Rookridge, make sure you don't step.
I'm happy to serve. That item's... You won't regret spending so much gold. People...
You! Are you willing to risk life, limb and
being
more as you
kidnapped by
quest for the
slave-
remnants of lost civilizations? Oh, I suppose you want to know who I am. People are so conventional in this particular era. My name is Belle, and I'm Albion's foremost archaeologist, okay? Now, will you embark on marvelous adventures in search of ancient artifacts or not? Will you travel the world to uncover ancient mysteries? My studies lead me to believe this is a good starting point.
I must say,
a great place to get
great
drunk
to
and
see you.
hello there. Fancy hearing a ditty? I think I have something new to sing to you.
Funny, what's that on
Was
your
in my
head?
glass before it was gone? I will now sing you my latest composition.
How did that hero make it past all those bandits?
The bandits in Brookridge had misbehaved and forced the
You've
hero
almost done it.
through
I'm sure a little more
gate.
renown will do the trick.
Many hobs were then defeated, so the journey to Oakfield was completed. Sparrow's a bird that's not very wild, more often than not a name for a child. But
You're almost famous enough. A few people are whispering of your deeds, but that's not quite enough.
Why would you do that?
And so the hero vowed to stop the bandit's crimes and all his rot. They fought until
With a few
the
more
break of
deeds like that,
dawn,
the
when
abbot will
Pax
have no
fell
choice
head
but to accept you
from
as the escort.
Edward's son. Very good.
This day just gets better.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You really are a source of inspiration.
This is the greatest thing I've ever
Smashing
seen.
stuff.
You should have been a
Everything you did
blacksmith when I
before
was a
just
boy.
a lie, then.
It's time I made the dream.
Oh well, come and find me if you change your mind.
Well, okay.
Good stuff. Lead on.
What's this idiotic
Pretty
nonsense
good.
all about? The shops are now closing.
Oh, Rosalia, why didst thou leave me? You carved your name on my stony heart only to shatter it with the
Greetings.
sledgehammer of your
Ah,
absence.
yes, the very thing.
Hello.
To this part of the world?
I wager you have never known a love truer and purer than mine.
Stimulating
Oh,
sight.
to get a glimpse of such love, even for just a few seconds, would inflate my soul with delight. A tender proposal of
I have
marriage
another
between
archaeological
two
adventure for you if you're
sweethearts is
interested.
all that I ask.
You're
Such a
almost
sight
famous
would
enough. A
surely
few people are
unlock
whispering
my
of your
pain.
deeds, but
Danger,
that's not quite
money,
enough.
excitement. I can offer you all these things. Well, I can offer you
If
danger.
you ask me,
and
those
some
monks
tedium.
make too much of a deal about that holy
My
water
studies
of
lead me
theirs.
to believe this is a good starting point.
Sliding down upon us all.
Oh, my wounded heart, how it rejoices to witness such devotion. May that my treasure bring you half as much
We
happiness.
need a roof over our heads before we tie the knot.
If you ask me, it is not a woman's place to go digging up the past, even if she does call herself an archaeologist.
That is such a wonderful house.
Within every lifetime there are moments of greatness, even perfection, some solitary, but others shared. On a sunny morning...
Is it true you let some old blind woman order you around?
Hey, you better pay for his funeral, because I'm not. You're getting...
Only time would tell.
I just know we're going to be so happy together.
You've done it. Almost everyone in Oakfield has heard of you. Now you can go back to the abbey.
Okay, let's go. Oh.
I think you just...
Enjoy your shopping experience.
Yes! Thank you.
You have yourself a nice day. Looking splendid.
What are you up to?
Ready to imperil your person in the name of research again?
God, you do.
I have
You've
unearthed
done
some
it.
details.
Almost
that should guide
everyone
you.
in Oakfield has heard of you. Now you can go back to the abbot.
Not really evil enough.
Welcome, young disciple, to the Temple of Shadows.
Pay a visit to
I am Cornelius Grimm. You have entered a venerable society of dark worship, with a long history of
It's
wicked
you.
deeds.
I
and
prayed for your
opprobrious
return.
transgressions.
I heard what you did in Rockridge.
Fridays is spoken.
I think you could be of great use to us.
Now, proceed down the hallway to
Come,
our
walk
unholy
with me a
wheel
while.
of misfortune. The most gruesome and terrifying device ever conceived. The instructions are right next to it.
Now, nourishing the golden acorn is done with holy water from the wellspring of life.